Okay, I'm back. So, I ended up, okay, you saw that, ended up making the tag. So, I did what I don't normally do, is I made it like, erased it a bit. So, I used that pre-existing punch out from something else. And then I have a couple flower punches, so I just did a variety of different colors. And I layered that, and I put a little gem. And then I did a couple centers, a rhinestone there, and then diamond or flowery centers there, and I just threw a butterfly in there. That's all. Just a little, again, busy. And then there's the index card on the back, and it just goes in here. So that's what I've done so far. And probably have to make a couple tuck spots now. Or belly bands. Oh, and when I was looking for paper to cut out the flowers, I found some of these offcuts because I save my scraps and try and divide them into shapes, like long strips go in one, and then big fat chunks go in another, and then the smaller scraps by like tiny, how small they get. But aren't these gorgeous just on their own? I think I had pre-cut them. This is 4 by 3. These are 4 by 3, which I think is a standard project life size, but really, what does it matter? They're gorgeous out on their own. They could be thicker, like they could be backed, but even not, they could be the way they are, and they're flowery at the edge, right? Aren't they pretty? It's from one of the previous stacks I've used for pads of paper I've used for other things, probably from the Sweet Ambrosia or Primrose site. Pad of paper, I mean. So anyway, so I have those. I added that to my little pile here. So again, I'm going to stop and think about this and possibly do some work. I know I should be doing more in front of the camera, but well, you know what? Maybe what I'll do is I'll make another one of these hidden paper clips. I did it slightly different. I know it wasn't her idea, but I was watching Country Morning Creations, I believe is her name, and she made these like yesterday or something on she released her YouTube video. So I just did mine differently, where she just had the one piece of fabric. I put 2. I put one that wraps the paper and then another one because I used thick manila file folder as the paper, so it was too bright underneath, so I did that instead. So let me show you, and because I used thick paper, it was thicker than normal. Let me show you how she did it, and other people have done it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, gotta move my coffee, is I am going to get my cutting board up here. I have one of these. Can you see that? You know, this one, it was $180 and I used a 50% off coupon at Michael's. Worth every penny, because my We Are Memory Keepers cutting trim and scoreboard just kept tearing the paper, not all the time, but enough that you couldn't trust it anymore. Okay, so let me cut an inch wide strip, and she uses 2 3-inch strips, so let me just cut that. Doesn't have to be totally exact, because you might have to trim it anyway, depending how things go. All right. So here are the strips. So what you do is you take one, you fold it. I'm sure some of you know how to do this. It was new to me. I've done other paper clips, but never thought to actually hide the paper clip. And you put the clip on. This is one of those regular ones that's like 1 1/4 inches, 1 1/4 inches, like a standard little paper clip. And then you take the other strip, fold it in half, and you're going to put it over, okay? is that shorter than 3 inches? Oh wow, it is. I must have... Oh, sorry. Here it is. Okay. Ooh, grab the wrong piece. Okay, here we go. That's better. Okay. So, sorry. So you glue it and it'll go on there, and then I'm going to trim that up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue it. I'm going to put glue. Some people use hot glue when they're doing journals. I don't like to use hot glue because I find hot glue for most projects, if it gets really cold or it easily comes apart or peels away, and I just thought, why would I use that on my paper project? So, all right, so let me just, oops. Okay, so that's glued. So I'm just gonna, oops, trim the side a little bit. There, okay. So what'll happen is you slide this in there. It's a working paper clip. So we want to have, get rid of this garbage here. So we could do anything. She put, I forget her first name, Country Morning Creations put a piece of lace that hangs down, like how I did this, right? She had a piece of lace that hangs down and then fabric. And because this is now a regular coffee dye, I don't have to have 2 pieces where I have to cover up the bottom. But I could do whatever the heck I want, right? So, I could even use paper if I wanted. You can really do whatever the heck you want now that that's put together. So let me see what fabric scraps I can just grab quickly. Yeah. Maybe I'll stick to this and have 2 the same, but I'll use a different lace. I'll have 2 the same. So I'm thinking instead of cutting a 3-inch piece, I might just cut, how long is this? This is 1.5 inches. So 3 plus a sticking out part. Maybe I'll just cut 1 inch wide and see how that goes. Remove my cutting board, it's in the way now. Served its purpose. So let's just, I know I'm freehanding it, which is really, I shouldn't do that. A rotary cutter, okay. So I just want to go like this. I want to go, right. I have it sticking up pretty far here, but I don't want to do it that much. So what I'll do is I'll start gluing it. Yeah, because this is a dark fabric, sometimes you can, like fabric tack will kind of come through. So, what do you think? I'll go about there. Anyway, put more glue. Here. Oh, I'm sorry, I have the TV on in the background. I meant to mute that. I have the comedy channel on. Okay. I've seen this already. They're re-showing Miracle Workers. It's really funny. They've shown 2 seasons already. Back in the winter. You should give it a shot, people. It's funny. Okay. So now I have that. So I'm going to take my fabric scissors, cut that. it should still work, but now I gotta find some. I have a ton of lace, but I'm thinking I might do little doilies. I have little doilies. Give me a second. Let me get the bag. All right. Large. I have a ton. I have a ton. And that was gifted to me. Oh. Oh no, that's not good. Sorry. One day I will do a tour and it'll have to be in parts because I would want to show you all the doilies I have. And I have a ton. A ton. I try to separate them by sizes, but they still get messed up. Oh my, where'd they all go? Those are too big. Okay, you know what? I'll just stick to the... Yeah, I went through a binge where a time when I still look at tablecloths and table runners and placemats, and if they're like, you know, that crocheted stuff like that or like that, and I just cut them up. It was hurting my hand after a while because, you know, I'm doing a lot of cutting. Holding scissors for a long time doesn't get along with me anymore. Okay. So just glue this on, and then I'll probably maybe glue a button or something. Well, then again, I don't want it to be too bulky, so I'll probably just leave it. Maybe in the future I'll add something to it, or someone else can. Okay, fabric. Let's glue this. This bottle is still pretty full because I combined the remnants of another one, and I didn't see how I didn't remove the seal, but I poked it. That's why it takes me forever to get anything to come out. So there's one, and then there's two. But there's less waste. Like, you know how it always gloops out. The downside of fabric tack, but it's so expensive, right? Well, that's the other downside. So yeah, I'm saving a ton. Like, I filled this. It literally went, I think, higher than even here. And it's still, let's see, give me a second. Right now, when it's vertical, it's filled up to here. Like, I've only used that much. That's pretty good. Okay. So, looks kind of blah compared to that one. But put it on, and then it goes that far and leaves the tab up. What do you think? It's not as exciting as this one, but I made one for each signature, so we'll go over here and throw it, I guess, onto this. Let me go like here, scoot around. There we go. Right? Isn't that adorable? The paper clips. And like I said, I'll be doing another charm, and I'll use this on the second signature as well. I'll probably do it lower. That way it won't interfere with the, like, I can move that up. No matter what, these can just be moved out of the way anyway, or taken off completely. The problem is if you put it on the top, it hangs out like this. So if I put it like on the top of a page like that, it's still kind of cute. Hanging like that looks kind of funny. So I'll just put this back down here. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I've done so far. And see, it's already, when I squeeze it shut, it's not as snug as it used to be because it's bulky, and I'm still in the first signature. So we got this guy and this. Get this out of the way. And we got a bulky tag. We just have to be a little bit careful pulling it in and out. but this is, remember I folded this and glued it down so it strengthens the edge. And probably do a little stamped or stenciling on these ones, and there's a paper clip. Yeah, that's really it for now. And then the other paper clip. Yeah, so that's it for now. And I'll see what text I'm going to do and stuff, and I'll come back.